start. So unit 5, that is called quantum theory of radiation. Quantum theory of radiation. So this is your new topic, quantum theory of radiation. Okay, so in this unit is represent in terms of quantum mechanics, that is called quantum. Quantum means radiation. Okay, so quantum means it is a radiated energy. So we are dealing radiated energy in this chapter, so that is called quantum theory of radiation. Okay, so this is the quantum theory of radiation. Now I introduce some introduction about this quantum theory. After that I start black body radiation, because our syllabus starts from black body radiation. Okay, so very important concept, black body radiation. See, what is the introduction? I'll give you a small introduction about this quantum theory of radiation right now. So introduction. Okay. So in introduction, I explained what is the concept of radiation first. So what is the actual definition of thermal radiation? Okay, what is the definition of radiation? So it is the process of heat transfer. Okay, so I'll write here. It is the process of the heat transfer from a body by virtue of its temperature. Okay, so it is the process of heat transfer from a body by virtue of its temperature without involvement of intervening medium. Or intermediate medium, no problem, is called radiation. So this is the definition of radiation. Generally radiation is defined as it is the process of heat transfer from a body by virtue of its temperature without involvement of intervening medium or intermediate medium. It's called radiation. So radiation is nothing but for suppose if you example, if you see the sun is nothing but a hot body. Sun is nothing but a hot body. This is the very hot body in the universe. Okay, if the sun is continuously exposing light, okay, if this sun is continuously exposing light, so this is called exposing light. So that means if this sun is only exposing light, means why this exposing light is too much hot. Understand? This exposing light is too much hot. That means actually the sun is not directly connected with the human bodies. Like for suppose if it is in the earth. Okay, this is a sun. The sun rays is directly meet with earth. Okay, sun rays is directly meet with earth. That means actually sun is not directly involved with the earth. Okay, sun is not directly connected with the earth. Okay, this means here the connection means the connection is not direct actually. It's not direct connection. It's not. Okay. It's not direct connection, but means in fact Earth becomes warm. Earth becomes warm. In fact, it is not directly connected. In fact, Earth will be warm. Means how the Earth gains temperature, because it is not directly connected with the Earth, but it shows some temperature. Understand what I am saying? That సో ఇది డైరెక్ట్గా ఇన్వాల్వ్మెంట్ అవ్వట్లేదు, డైరెక్ట్ కనెక్ట్ అవ్వట్లేదు. ఎర్త్ అనేది డైరెక్ట్గా సన్ కనెక్ట్ అవ్వట్లేదు, బట్ చాలా డిస్టెన్స్లో ఉంటుంది ఎర్త్ సన్, బికాజ్ ఇట్ మెయింటైన్స్ అట్ బిలియన్స్ ఆఫ్ కిలోమీటర్స్ డిస్టెన్స్ ఉంది. ఇంత డిస్టెన్స్ ఉన్న ఈ లైట్ అనేది ఎర్త్ మీద పడినప్పుడు ఇట్ గెయిన్స్ సమ్ టెంపరేచర్. ఓకే, ఇది వార్మ్ కండిషన్లోకి వస్తుంది, టెంపరేచర్ రైజ్ అవుతుంది. అండర్స్టాండ్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సెయింగ్ దట్? ఓకే, సో this means without direct connection between sun and earth, but the earth temperature or earth atmosphere will be warmed. That means it gains some temperature. So this temperature is called the process of transform from a body by virtue of its temperature without involvement. So this term is called as radiation. Okay, this term is called as radiation. So now I deal with this radiation, this quantum theory of radiation. So that is why this lesson is called quantum theory of radiation. But this radiated energy is nothing but, that energy is nothing but photon energy, that is photon energy, and this energy is equal to h nu. Okay, this energy is nothing but E is equal to h nu. Okay, and what is h is nothing but Planck's constant. Okay, so that is 6.625 into 10 power minus 34 joules. Okay, so that's called Planck's constant, and U is called incident frequency. Incident wave frequency. Okay, and sometimes this is also written as hc by lambda, because nu is equal to c by lambda. Okay, so from using this principle you can write E is equal to h nu and nu is equal to c by lambda. So therefore energy is equal to hc by lambda. So therefore from this equation you can understand, from this equation, use another page. From this equation, okay, so E is equal to hc by lambda. So therefore E is inversely proportional to wavelength. Understand? So energy of emitted radiation is inversely proportional to wavelength. Understand? Okay, and see, E is inversely proportional to 1 by lambda. So therefore the energy emitted by radiation is inversely proportional to wavelength. So whenever the energy, radiated energy, so here E is nothing but radiated energy. So if this radiated energy is increasing, then if wavelength of, whenever the wavelength of light increasing, so this is called wavelength. Okay, so when this wavelength is increasing, then wavelength is, first suppose if it is increasing, using another color for increasing, wavelength is increasing, then what will be happen? This energy is decreases. Okay, so radiated energy decreases. So therefore depends upon wavelength, If the wavelength is increasing wavelength, the light wave is increasing, the wavelength of light wave is increasing, then your radiated energy will be more and more less. Okay. So if you are, for suppose in reverse case, we will consider in reverse case, if energy is increasing, your radiated energy is increasing, then definitely its wavelength lambda is also decreases. So less wavelength waves are affected by more radiated energy. Okay, that is the concept of quantum theory of radiation. Okay, understand? So this is a little bit introduction. And the radiation emitted by a body by virtue of its temperature is called thermal radiation. Actually, so in this equation, I introduced a, see, once again you see the definition. It is the process of heat transfer from a body by virtue of its temperature without involvement or intervening medium is called radiation. Now what is the thermal radiation right now? Because it is based on temperature, that's why it is also called as thermal radiation. So simply uh, we write the definition of thermal radiation means the radiation emitted by body by virtue of its temperature is called thermal radiation. Okay, see, thermal radiation. Right now I'll write definition for thermal radiation. So thermal radiation. So what is thermal radiation generally? So thermal radiation is nothing but the radiation emitted emitted by a body emitted by a body by virtue of by virtue of its temperature by virtue of its temperature is called thermal radiation. Okay, if you know the thermal radiation, then only you can understand what is black body radiation. Okay, so in intermediate level or in lower level you can already learn what is the black body radiation. Okay, right now in our syllabus we have two types of black body radiations, that is called Ferri's black body radiation and Wien's black body radiation. So we are studying what is Ferri's black body radiation and what is uh, Wien's black body radiation. Okay, so these two black body radiations we explain in next class. Okay, so right now I explain first of all what is the black body radiation. So you already learn this black body radiation concept in your lower classes. Okay, generally if you are consider a perfect black body is one which completely absorb all radiations of all wavelengths incident on it. Actually that is the black body principle. Okay, so a perfect black body, that means, is one which completely absorbs all radiations of all wavelengths incident on it, since it is neither reflect or nor transmit any radiation generally, since it neither reflects nor transmit any radiation, but it appears a black whatever it may be the color of incident radiation. So a perfect black body is a good absorber as well as good radiator. So that is the principle of black body radiation. Okay, so black body's radiation's principle ఏంటండి, a good absorber, because a perfect black body means it is a good absorber as well as good radiator. Okay, so right now I explained the black body concept. In next place, please note everybody, this is the introduction topic. Now right now I move to black body concept. Okay, so this is the black body concept. I write now here black body concept. Black body radiation. So this is a black body radiation. So right now I have explained black body radiation. So I'll write here what is the black body radiation. See. So generally a perfect black body, a perfect black body, a perfect black body is one which completely absorb absorb absorbs all the radiations, all the radiation of all wavelengths incident on it. Okay, so a perfect black body is one which completely absorbs all radiations of all wavelengths incident on it. So generally, if you observe, if you incident any light source on a perfect black body. Black body means like if I am consider a ball. This is a ball. This ball is coating with a black paint. So this is called coating with a black paint. Then due to this coating of black paint, this ball behaves like a black body. This ball behaves like a black body, and these type of black bodies are show black body radiation. If you incident any light on this black body, what will be happen? This radiation, this light radiation or incident light radiation is completely absorbed by this radiation. Okay, this black body, this radiation is completely absorbed by this black body. Okay, after some time, if you heat this body, then whatever the amount of heat radiation this body is absorbing, that heat amount is similarly rejected to atmosphere. So that is the concept of black body radiation. Okay, so right now, since say all wavelengths incident on it, since it is neither reflected nor transmitted any radiation. Right now it is neither reflected not transmit any radiation. It appears a black, whatever be the color of incident radiation. So I'll write these points here. See. So a perfect black body is one which completely absorbs all the radiation of all wavelengths incident on it. Okay. So since it is neither reflects nor transmit nor transmits any radiation. Understand what is the meaning of this sentence? Since it is neither reflect means these radiations are never reflected and never transmit any radiation. So it never transmitted, it never reflected, only it is absorbing. Okay, so radiation is completely absorbed by this black body, but it never reflects any radiation or it never transmit to any radiation. So that is the important point. Since it is neither reflecting nor transmit any radiation, so it appears black whatever it be the color of incident radiation. It appears black whatever be the color of incident radiation. So this is a very important point. See, it appears black and almost it is coated with a black paint. So if you incident any radiation, I'm using different colors. Okay, I'm using different colors in all sides. These are the different color radiations. Okay, so whatever be the color of incident radiation, but finally it appears like a black. So that is called perfect black body principle. It appears a black whatever be the color of incident radiation. So it is so it is a good absorber. So it is sorry, I'll write here. So a perfect black body is So a perfect black body is a good absorber, good absorber, absorber as well as good radiator, good radiator. Okay, so it is a, so it appears black whatever is the color of incident radiation. So if you see from example of this diagram, this black is this ball is coated with right now black paint, so it behaves like a black body. Okay, now I incident different colors of wavelengths. This means each color having some sufficient radiated energy. So this energy right now incident on this black surface. Okay, so therefore it appears black. It completely appears black whatever with the incident color. Okay, so therefore we concluded that a perfect black body is a good absorber as well as good radiator. Okay, so for suppose such type of bodies right now I heated at, I am supplying some heat to a suitable high temperature, or when it is heated to a suitable high temperature, what will be happen? It emit radiation of all wavelengths as the radiation emitted by black body. So at the time it reaches to maximum possible wavelengths, and such radiations are known as total radiations. That is nothing but total radiation. See what will be happen when it is heated to a suitable suitable high temperature. So when it is heated at suitable high temperature, okay, it emits radiation. It emits radiation. It emits radiation of all wavelengths. Of all wavelengths. See, radiation of all wavelengths. It emits radiation of all wavelengths. Okay, so this is the point. When it is heated at suitable high temperature, for suppose after the completing this process, after the completing of this process, because all the incident radiation this black body absorbing. Okay, after sometimes the process is completed. After some time this process is completed, then when we heated to this black body by using a suitable high temperature, then whatever the absorbing radiation, it already absorbing some radiation, so that radiation it is simply emitted in all possible wavelengths. Okay, similarly it emitted all possible wavelengths. So this is called this point. When it is heated to a suitable high temperature, it emits radiation of all wavelengths. So next line, I'll write next line. Okay. So it reaches a maximum possible wavelength, and hence such radiations are known as, so it reaches in maximum possible wavelength, maximum possible wavelength, and hence maximum possible wavelength, and hence such radiations are called, and hence such radiation is called total radiation. So that radiation is called total radiation. So this is about the black body radiation. So finally we concluded that the wavelength of emitted radiation by a black body depends only on its temperature. Understand? From this experiment, the scientists observed that the wavelength of emitted radiation, whatever the emitted radiation, so this black body is already emitted radiation by supplying suitable heat, then it emits some same radiation, whatever the radiation it absorbs, same radiation it will be emitted by this black body, but that is depends upon only its temperature. Okay, is independent of material of the body. Understand? So this is the final conclusion what I am saying that. So understand everybody or not? Please tell me. So once again I explain that black body radiation. So for suppose, for example, I consider a ball. This ball is coated with some black paint. Now it behaves like a black body. Now I'll illuminate some suitable radiation, okay, of all possible wavelengths. I'll applying some suitable radiation or illuminated some suitable radiation of all possible wavelengths. What will be happen after some time? This black body is completely absorb all the radiations, whatever the radiation I incident on the surface of this black body, that is absorbing this black body. Okay, so this is called black body radiation. Right now, if I am supplying some suitable, right now I am heated this black body with a suitable temperature, what will be happen? It emit all possible radiations. It emit the radiations with all possible wavelengths. అంటే ఇది ఎంత తీసుకుందో రేడియేషన్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకుందో అంత రేడియేషన్ ని ఇది హీట్ చేస్తే బయటికి వదిలేస్తుంది. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏం చెప్పొచ్చు? ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ గుడ్ అబ్జార్బర్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ ఎ గుడ్ రేడియేటెడ్. రేడియేటెడ్ మీన్స్ ఎమిటెడ్ వేవ్స్. రేడియేటెడ్ means emitted energy. Absorbed energy is equal to emitted energy. Both are equal after some time. So this is the concept of black body radiation. Understand everybody? So for that purpose I write the black body radiation. A perfect black body is one which completely absorbs all the radiations of all possible wavelengths incident on it, since it is neither reflected nor transmitted by any radiation. In this process it was neither reflected nor transmitted, okay, but it appears black whatever is the color of incident radiation. So a perfect black body is a good absorber as well as good radiator. So when it is heated to a suitable high temperature, it emits radiation of all wavelengths. So finally what will be happen? It is reaches the maximum possible wavelength, and hence such radiations are called total radiations. So once it reaches the total radiation, then we can say that this black body is a perfectly black body. Okay, so this body is nothing but a perfectly black body. So I'll write the final conclusion. Okay, so please note everybody. I'll move to next page. See, in next page, I finally conclude that the wavelength of emitted radiation, the wavelength of emitted radiation, the wavelength of emitted radiation by a black body, depends. So the wavelength of emitted radiation of a black body depends only on its temperature. Only on its temperature. Okay, so this is very important. So emitted radiation, whatever the wavelength of emitted radiation of a black body depends upon temperature. That means this is called wavelength of emitted radiation. So this is called emitted radiation wavelength. So this emitted radiation wavelength is directly proportional to temperature. Understand? Temperature. So whatever the wavelength, that emitted radiation wavelength is directly proportional to temperature. That means wavelength is only depends upon temperature, but not but not depends, but not depends, depends, but not depend of material of the body, but not dependent, depends of the material, of the material of material of the body. Okay, otherwise this is independent of material of the body. Okay, so the wavelength of emitted radiation of a black body depends on only its temperature. So that means whatever the wavelength we are incident, okay, after then that black body is emitted some radiation of wavelength lambda, that emitted radiation always directly proportional to temperature. That means it is only depends upon temperature, but not the material of the body. This is the very important point. It's not material. So black body does not depends upon material. Okay, so black body, BLESK, black body is independent of material, independent of material. So that is the reason why we are converting every body can be converted into black body. So every body, because it is independent of temperature, black body, we construct a black body by using any type of material, no problem, because black body concept is independent of material. So black body concept is, so this concept actually whatever the concept, this concept of black body, so this concept of black body is independent of material. So that is the reason we can construct black bodies, we can manufacture black bodies by using any such type of materials. Okay, so don't they don't need independent of, they don't need material, whatever the material we are consider, that is don't care, you can convert any material, it behaves like a black body. Understand? So black body is independent of material, it is dependent only temperature. Black body is dependent of temperature because emitted wavelength or emitted radiated wavelength is directly proportional to temperature. For that purpose we have to conclude at that, so the wavelength of emitted radiation of a black body is only depends upon temperature, but the wavelength of emitted radiation is independent of material of the body. Okay, so that is the final conclusions of black body. So this black body right now classified into two categories. So the black body is right now classified into two categories. The first black body is called Ferri's black body, Ferri, Ferri's black body, and the second one is Wien's Wien's black body. Okay, so we can explain what is the Ferri's big body and Wien's black body in the next lesson. In next lesson, I explain what is Ferri's black body and what is Wien's black body. I can explain in the next concept. Understand everybody? Please message me if you are clear or not.